Welcome and good morning, dear student, in my channel. Today, in zoology, we will see the taxonomy, which is for the study in paper Animal Diversity First. It is for first year zoology student. So, we'll see the taxonomy. But before going to deal into taxonomy, just brief recall about the paper Animal Diversity First for semester first. It is for 2 credit and for 50 mark, which is bifurcated as 15 internal and 35 university theory exam. And this is our first topic. We have already discussed about the syllabus. This is the first topic, principles of classification, which include the taxonomy and systematics. So in this first topic, we are going to deal the meaning or definition of taxonomy, basic terminology and introduction of taxonomy. Also, the different levels of taxonomy, which includes alpha, beta and gamma levels of taxonomy, along with the macro and micro taxonomy. Then numerical taxonomy, cladistic, evolutionary taxonomy. These are the different branches that we are going to deal into taxonomy. Then along with that, classical taxonomy and experimental or neo-taxonomy is also going to be discussed. Afterwards, the what are the significance of taxonomy that we are going to discuss in today's lectures. But this topic first, which also include the systematics and the linear system of classification, concept of species, introduction to binomial nomenclature, and introduction to five kingdom system. So these are the subbits of topic first, principles of classification, taxonomy and systematics. So in taxonomy and systematics, today we will see the taxonomy, the basic terminology and introduction of taxonomy. So what is about the taxonomy? Taxes means the arrangement and nomia means the method. It is the method of arrangement of all living organisms systematically according to the characters they exhibit. These organisms are grouped together into taxa, and singularly it is called as taxon. The principal ranks in modern use are domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus and species that we will see in detail in systematics. So the Swedish botanist Carl Linnaeus is regarded as a founder of current system of taxonomy, as he developed the system known as Linnaean taxonomy for arranging organisms and binomial nomenclatures for naming the organism. So in brief, we may say that the taxonomy is nothing but the conception, naming and classification of organism. So this is about the taxonomy. That's how we can define briefly the taxonomy. Finding out the different characters of organism, naming to that organism and arranging the organisms according to the character which it shows. So that is all about the taxonomy. So it is a very vast branch in life science which deals with the total naming, arrangement and classification of all organisms, whether they are microorganisms, whether they are plants or animals. There are three levels of taxonomy, which includes alpha, beta and gamma. Alpha taxonomy is nothing but the detecting, describing and classifying new species, also revising the classification of previously described species. So it is a primary level in which the finding the organism, describing that organisms and on the basis of the description, arrangement or the separation or classification of that organism. Also, the previously described animals, they are again to be classified. So that is the alpha taxonomy. William Bertram Turrell first introduced term alpha taxonomy in series of papers published in 1935 and 1937. So this is about the alpha taxonomy. Then beta taxonomy. Beta taxonomy is nothing but the sorting of species into groups of relatives, that is in taxa, and their arrangement in hierarchy of higher categories. So the different kinds of the individuals which exhibit somewhat similar characters, they are placed into a separate groups and they are arranged in hierarchy from the category like kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus and species and so on. Ernest Mayr in 1968 defined beta taxonomy as the classification of ranks higher than species. So this is about the beta taxonomy. Then gamma taxonomy, the level of taxonomy which deals with the intraspecific variations and evolutionary sequence and also casual interpretation of organic chemistry. So this is about the gamma taxonomy, the intraspecific variation and evolutionary sequence and casual interpretation of organic chemistry. So these are the things which deals into gamma taxonomy. So these are the three levels of taxonomy. So this is about the history of taxonomy or the scientists who contribute in the field of taxonomy. Mayer and Ashlow 1991 have derived the taxonomy into two levels. Number first, microtaxonomy and the second, macrotaxonomy. The microtaxonomy is nothing but the level which deals only the problems related to the species. Only the species related problems are discussed or the issues related to the species are resolved in microtaxonomy. The scientific work of deciding how to define species has been called microtaxonomy at the species level only. Then the second one is macrotaxonomy. It deals with the problems and principles of higher taxa, that is from subgenus and above. Means from subgenus and above, that genus, then above to the genus is family, above to the family is order, above to the order is class, above to the class is phylum, and above to the phylum is kingdom. So likewise, all these kinds of the things which are done in macro taxonomy, and micro only related to the species, and rest of the things of the taxonomic hierarchy are concerns or deal into macro taxonomy. Mayer and Ashlock in 1991 recognized three schools of macro taxonomy as phonetics or numerical taxonomy, cladistic or phylogenetic systematics, and evolutionary taxonomy or evolutionary systematics. First of all, we'll see the phonetics or numerical taxonomy. Phonetics or numerical taxonomy is an attempt to classify organisms based on overall characteristics rather than on evolution from a common ancestor. So this is based on the overall characteristics of the organisms on which the animals are to be classified. It helps to draw a phyletic relationship on the basis of similarities and dissimilarities. It is also known as trimetrics or numerical taxonomy on the basis of characters. So that is phonetics. The second one is cladistics or phylogenetic systematics. The term cladistics refer to a taxonomy by which the organisms are ranked and classified according to the recency of a common descent. Means the organisms which are going to be formed from their common descent, or the organisms which are to be showing the somewhat similar characters in their ancestor, but later on it forms the different kinds of the organisms which are having, or offspring which are having the different characters. Taxa based on entirely shared derived characters originated from a common ancestor. It is a method of phylogenetic analysis to identify monophyletic relationship or clades, that the organisms which are formed or produced from a common ancestor. So this is cladistic. Then third one is evolutionary taxonomy or evolutionary systematics. It is based on Darwinism. According to this concept, each valid taxon is derived from a common ancestor, but the common characteristics features of a realm of the biological world do not always include a common ancestry. This type of taxonomy considered taxa more important rather than a single species. So this is based on the Darwinism, evolutionary theory proposed by the Darwinism, how the organisms are going to be evolved, and they derived from a common ancestor. The scientist who deals or the study the taxonomy are called as a taxonomist, and these taxonomists who study all these kinds of the characters of the living organisms, they divide the taxonomy into two types. One is a classical taxonomy, and the second is a neo-taxonomy or experimental taxonomy. Classical taxonomy is nothing but the oldest form of taxonomy, and it is related to the description, naming, and classification of animals and plants based on their morphological features. Means what kinds of the character the organism exhibits. On the basis of these characters, the organisms are to be described, they are given a specific name, and they are to be classified. So that is classical taxonomy. This is the oldest form of taxonomy. The second one is neo taxonomy or experimental taxonomy. This neo or experimental taxonomy related to the genetical studies based on a common gene pool for a taxon and become helpful to distinguish two different taxa. So this is about the neo or experimental taxonomy on the basis of genetical studies on a common gene pool. The closely related current aspects in taxonomy are taken into consideration, such as biochemical taxonomy, cytological taxonomy. So these are the two aspects in taxonomy. Number first, biochemical taxonomy. It deals with the taxonomic characters obtained from chemical analysis of enzymes, hormones, proteins with peptide, nucleic acid, amino acids, and sugars. So all these kinds of the chemicals which presents in living individuals or the living organism. On the basis of these, the organisms are to be distinguished. So this is biochemical taxonomy. The second one is cytotaxonomy. It deals with the taxonomic characters obtained from cytological studies. It is a branch of taxonomy dealing with the relationship and classification of organisms based on the structures number of chromosomes. The position of the centromere is an important feature of a chromosome structure which help in taxonomic studies. So this is cytological systematic arrangements or classification, that is nothing but the cytotaxonomy on the basis of study of cell. So after studying these branches of taxonomy, we will see the significance of taxonomy. What is the use of that systematic arrangement of all living organisms? So what are the use? This taxonomy helps to recognize the exact species among a lot of different specimens. To find out the exact species can be done with the help of this taxonomy by giving the specific name to that organisms. So that is the one use. Then it also helps to describe the species in a detail, and grouping are done among the different species on the basis of resemblance and relationship. It provides most information that are obtained from different groups of organisms and are analyzed critically to understand the causes of evolution that may lead to the formation of new species. So with this taxonomy, we can understand how the species are going to be formed, what are the characters they possess, and whether they are originate from a common ancestor or not, and what are the things to be present into that organisms, whether they are resemblance to the ancestor or whether they are different from their ancestor. So all these kinds of the things we may understand after studying the taxonomy of that organisms or all these kinds of the living organisms. This taxonomy also provides international recognition of the published species. As you know very well, the scientific naming technique, by the naming the individual, giving the scientific name, and that name is unique all over the world, and which avoid the ambiguity between the different kinds of the naming, that is like just like that of the vernacular naming. If we give the vernacular name, then there are different vernacular name for the different animal along according to the this locality or the particular habitat. But if we give a scientific name to that organism, that name is unique to that individual, so that it can be recognized internationally in what are the research going on or what is the research done. Then the taxonomy, in the taxonomy, data obtained from the different text help to construct the phylogeny, that is evolutionary tree, how the organisms are to be evolved. All these kinds of the things done when we study the characters of the organisms. Afterwards, we may found or we can conclude how the animals are or organisms are to be originated. So these all these things can be done by studying the taxonomy. So with this significance, I have concluded about the this first subbit, taxonomy. Hope you will understand all these details about the taxonomy, and still if you have any doubts or the query about the taxonomy, please feel free to write into the comment box so I can solve all your queries. Thank you.